Okay, good afternoon, everybody. I hope you can see me. I hope you can hear me. For those of you who watch for the first time, my name is Jarek. I'm the Archon CEO, and welcome to my bi-weekly, almost fortnightly update. And AMA. So, if you have any questions, just drop the questions in the comments, and I will go through. As always, I have a few slides ready for you. I have plenty to show you. A big turtle. That's not going to be in a minute, right? You have to wait for a few minutes. And also, apparently, you haven't showed you the stretch goals. So I have the stretch goals here also to show you. Loads of miniatures for those there, and also concepts for the caves. And towards the end, we will talk a little bit about the Master of Orion, I should say. Okay, let me just check quickly about the, let me check a few comments first before I move on to the slides. Yeah, no Shimon today, I'm alone, I'm fighting alone today. Yeah, Shimon needed rest. And usually we run like a couple, the two-man show whenever we have something big to show you or we need a hand. But I'm slowly trying to get other people to join the live stream, so and run it as well. Just one more note, is absolutely bad, well, disaster weather here in Poland. It's raining outside very heavily, so I hope the internet won't cut off or power or something like that. It happens sometimes. If it does, I'll try to reconnect. If it doesn't, then it's gonna be great. So one of his comments, hello Jarek, what do you think about the Moto Battleground tournaments circuit that is being done mainly in Spain and Poland? Thanks for that. I've got a few slides already, and thank you for your support, ongoing support on this to this game. I have a lot of good news, but I will get there once we actually gonna be on the slides for Master of the Universe Battleground. Okay, just stay with me a few more minutes. I do have that one, so the question is regarding the show, Azure Dragon, and in general stretch goals. I don't know how we missed the stretch goals. I think when we did the main unpacking, the box didn't arrive or something. But anyway, I've got it now, so I will show you. Sorry for that. Hello, Rex. Hello, Derek. Already a comment about being ill. I hope you're gonna get better soon. Yeah, I will have some, well, I do have some minutes assigned for Heroes 3 and also some sneaky peeks, so stay tuned for a second. Sneaky peeks regarding the Stronghold. As we are working on the Stronghold, as you might probably have seen it somewhere. Progress update on the Stronghold. I do have tiny update, yes, some sneaky peek to show you. Just stay tuned for a second. I don't have the airship today with me, and we have to wait still for about, I don't know, a couple of weeks. It's one of the last remaining model to be cut and such. But I've got the turtle with me today, dragon turtle. Sorry for my pronunciation. Okay. Right. Is there any more questions I should answer straight away before we move on to slides? So one of the questions is probably regarding caves. So is there any chance for double height and double width doors, grand size doors or grand size catacomb arches? Anything like that? Maybe an idea for the future. Definitely idea for the future, although I have some arches to show you, and they're not going up the scale, they're going slightly smaller in the scale, but I'll show you concept in a minute. I really like them, yeah, sadly no Shimon, as I mentioned, so okay. Sorry, I got technical issues. The question is regarding, I have this question already on my pack, was answered. So yeah, the first wave, as long as you within the pledges we told we're gonna be shipping, yeah, it's actually entire wave is coming. I spoke with Micha today. I requested the tracking number to the train or any type of number, and they said they're gonna give us as soon as they have it. So yeah. Is it on a train? No, it's not. It's gonna be loaded on a train, so that means as soon as it's loaded, we're gonna get the tracking number, right? But it's very, very close to be shipped to us, which must be shipped this week or latest next week to actually get here on time for shipping before Christmas. Okay. Right. Okay, let's move to... Okay, maybe if I can answer this question quickly, and then we can go to the slides. Hi, Jarek, do you have plans to offer all DNL, Dungeons and Lasers retail products pre-painted in the future? Yes. So I'm guessing at some point the current line will be remastered, and remastered, which means it's gonna be fully pre-painted. Could we keep both products in unpainted and pre-painted in retail? I don't know that, to be honest, because the line then will be huge. And also we have to bear in mind next year we have a lot of new releases, which we want to also focus on. So we will see. And that's mainly question to our sales team, what they think, what's they take on this. But then, you know, having the hobby product and then at the same time plug and play leash, like one with pre-painted one, I call it plug and play. So basically you won't have to spend any minute on getting on your table, just basically assembling. It's also an option. But those questions, I don't know. And I don't know. I need to ask somebody with this sales experience. So it's going to be our sales team, and they need to ask their distributors about it, how they feel. But yes, definitely pre-painted products. Okay. Yes, that's it. I won't say nothing, just yes. So another question. I was a last-minute backer on Heroes of Might and Magic. Probably those live streams treat me for me. Okay, came for Dungeon Lasers, ending up with getting a bit $5 for home. Thank you for your support. Unfortunately, I don't have nothing for Titanomachy today. We struggle with the project anyway, but it's moving ahead. We struggle because of basically, it's kind of our first IP product, which we have to make it right. And yeah, we're trying to make it right. The design-wise and such, so it's a little bit complicated at the moment. But as soon as we have some more info, I will share it straight away with you guys. Oh, Naro, thank you very much for your comment. The comment is, gotta admit, those AMAs are starting to get my Thursday highlights. Thank you. Okay, so can we get a sample of Titanomachy in your DNL like old times? Maybe not with DNL. What I'm not promising whatsoever, but what we're gonna try is, if you backed Deus Lair, and I will see whether we are gonna be able to send you some samples if you back the if you back it. It might not be full sprue, it might be just a couple of pieces, because as you might know, some of the elements going to be, well, most of the elements gonna be sprue-less this time round. But this is what you may expect. For Titanomachy, I don't think so we're gonna be able to send any type of samples, maybe like demo packs for stores or for individuals who would like to help us out in growing the community. But this is too early to even talk about that. Yes, same here, man. Same here. I'm on the same boat. Can you... Oh, Turtle wants to go home. Can you use logistics on expert effects and get those games to us sooner? We are really doing the best. Well, there's nothing else we can do to get them faster. We whip them, we shout at them, we scream at them, and that's about it. This is the maximum we can do before the supplier will kind of break. So yeah, we also want this to be shipped as soon as possible, and especially now that it's in a mass production and the waves are coming to us. it's a huge project. I mentioned this one. It's the biggest project this company ever had. So you have to bear with us. And as I mentioned, we will start shipping on time, which is, first of all, a massive success. I think the average delay on Kickstarters, if you correct me, I think it's around about 8 months. So that's the normal average for shipping, for start shipping of products, 8 months delay. We won't have no delay to start of the shipping. So yeah, some of you might wait a little bit longer because obviously the Christmas and post Christmas and everything else. But yeah, we're committed to really get that ASAP. Yeah, that's a good question to Jakub. Thank you for pinging Jakub. I'm pretty sure he needs to be there if he's not yet. Okay, slides. Where I've got to click here. Yeah, okay, I got it. Is it working? Yeah, it's working. Okay, so as always, AMA questions. The questions coming from Discord and social media. First, we're gonna talk about Stronghold just briefly and quickly. I got 2 pictures to show you, or 2 images to show you. That you're gonna see them first. You're gonna see them first, yeah. Then we have Battleground, and I want to talk a little bit about the tournaments and what's the plan for growing the Battleground, which is great, but we're gonna get there in a second. Then we have a production update. So this is at that moment I'm going to be showing you all the miniatures and what we have done. I mean, I've got quite a lot to show you, sprues, miniatures, and such. And then caves. For caves, we've got more concepts to show you. We do have some sprues which we, I believe, show you. If not, I'm gonna grab them. I have some elemental pieces to show you. And then towards the end, we have Orion. So ask me anything. Let's go. Will there be any sealer on the pre-painted terrain? Made vanish would be great. I want to answer this quickly because I don't think... okay. 1 second, sorry. Okay, I got it. I want to show you something because that's very important question, because I think we have some slightly misunderstanding about the quality of this paint and how robust it is. Okay, so normally you would expect this element to be painted like with acrylic paints. These are not acrylic paints. So in general, acrylic paints, you can just peel them off with your finger. If you scrape, you can scrape it off with your finger or nail. This one, I've got a cutter here. It's nothing. So for me to actually peel that paint off, let me just try it, okay? I hope I won't cut myself. Yeah, that's what you have to do. You have to make an extremely deep cut or groove in order to remove the paint. So the paint is already sealed. It's actually kind of engraved in plastic. So it's very robust, very robust. So there is no risk of... I did that test just to see. I was rubbing one part... sorry, let me just change to the face. Actually, no, let's change to this. So I was rubbing actually 2 elements together like that just to see how good they're gonna be in transit. So I want to make sure that once you got it, they won't be like damage whatsoever, because we're gonna pack them differently this time around. So yeah, it's actually amazing. So don't worry about it. It's good. Right. Let's check the next one. Will you guys release any guide tutorial on the very last some detailed pictures on painting the miniatures, what colors to use and tools? So to be honest, we've been thinking about that one for some time now. It's kind of difficult because we need to get some other external company to work with. I know Camille is working with the new company for painting tutorials, and that's what we want to do. They might appear at some point. However, it's a Heroes, so I might guess you will find a lot of those things on YouTube sooner or later. So from other artists. But yeah, we might have, not for the Heroes, we might be thinking about some other products in the future which really require painting. Yeah, so stay tuned and check the YouTube. It will definitely happen at some point. Any thoughts on when the books and the other parts of Deus, World of Deus, will be available in the Archon store next year? And the plan is for first and second quarter releases. So we're shipping in January. In January, this is the shipping date. So it's a couple months before due date. I think we said we're going to be shipping in April. So we managed again to a great job, and team did a great job to push this date a little bit, which is great. So once we have it, once we ship it, once you have it, we will definitely get that out to stores. Deus Lair. At some point, it was mentioned that there will be 2 different bases sprue. I believe I have seen a render of one so far. I would like to see renders of the both, ideally see them in plastic. I have them in plastic, but I only have one. I think there may be some confusion about what exactly you're going to get. Definitely this is a new sprue. That's this one, that's a new sprue for bases for Deus Lair. And the other sprues you're going to get are coming from the previous campaigns. So, but this one is a new one. You get 2 of these with the core pledge and plus 1, which is coming from the previous one from, I believe that's gonna be from, I don't know, Jakob, you have to help me out here. I think it's gonna be from the previous, but I'm not quite sure which one was it at the moment. So yeah, that's the sprue. Hey, my face. Okay. Next one. Oh, no. Sorry. Let's go back. So Home 3 is tracking available for the train shipment. As I mentioned, as soon as it's available, we're gonna jump on the update and give you all that info. Santa said I am on the good boss list. I mean, I'm pretty sure that all like 30,000 backers are on the Santa's good boys list. Yeah, but it's difficult. It's difficult. Anyway, thank you for your comment, and thank you for good words. Yeah, we're doing well. On Discord, Shimon is very active, so that definitely goes to Shimon. Credit to Shimon. Next question: is there any other way to get battlements terrain pieces from Grand Stronghold boxes besides buying this large box? Okay, and the other part of the question was, are there any plans to add them as a separate smaller products or as an add-on for one of the future Kickstarters? And then next one is actually related to the same one, which says, can we get battlements, doors and other such pieces at retail without having to buy gigantic set? I spoke with Marcin about that one. He mentioned, Marcin is our sales manager, so spoke with him about this, and currently we don't see possibility of actually releasing any small sets. If we're going to be releasing them, they should be in a semi-small or semi-large set, so something bigger but not tiny small one, because they usually don't go as that great as the other products. But saying that, and going back to the first question from Dwarf with a plan, sorry. Yeah, on the caves we do have some plans for pre-painted sets and smaller sets than just the Grand Stronghold, and maybe also the Grand Stronghold will be pre-painted to buy as an add-on, just to get as an add-on. Okay. I think this is the one of the first set I want to pre-paint, so it's the Grand Stronghold. What's that? Okay. The main set remastered, yeah. If we're gonna do any remastered, it's gonna be pre-painted, right? Will the first wave of Home 3 shipment be enough to fulfill? Oh, the same question just already answered. Yes, we shouldn't have any problem with that. The first wave is around about 7,000 or 8,000 copies or something like that. No, smaller portion. I think it's about 5,000 copies, something like this, 5,000 copies roughly. Okay, let's go back some question, because I can see the chat is hot today. That is good comment. That's actually true. So if somebody doesn't like the painting, they may always overpaint it or overpaint them. But I'm guessing the quality of painting will be extremely high. So yeah, better to keep, or if you want to just use it as hobby products, then we'll paint it, no problem whatsoever. Okay, let's scroll up a little bit. Let me see. Okay. Oh, that's the good one. Happy Thanksgiving to all the Americans friends. That's right. Yes, sorry for that one. I missed the comment. So happy Thanksgiving. And it's a big holiday over the pond. Okay. Yeah, more. Can you show us the new improved big box? I'm really curious. I don't have it. Curious. You know what I mean. I don't have it to show you. I know it's gonna completely redone as per previous video, so you can watch the previous video where I'm explaining exactly the changes we're going to be adding in, or how box will be changed, basically. No, we don't have in plans to make 5-inch. They're too large, basically, for our product, for our manufacturing product. Funny fact is that the bases actually takes longer to cut than the miniatures. For some reason, they basically type of more detail on it, and the way the machine needs to operate is just basically more complex. That's what it is. I've seen one comment about game found. Let me just scroll it up quickly because I think it was kind of important. Oh, hello, Marcus. Yeah, a little bit more to and big ones. I will mention something, but yeah, I have some sneak peeks. Okay. I'm struggling a little bit with the chat today, but I'm okay. Can I buy some extra? Can I buy some extra of that wood heaven samples brew? You guys have only any of those laying around. I noticed you were using them for your paint tests. So this one, that one over there. I don't think so. I have more. We only make few of them. So unfortunately, no. Unfortunately, no. Okay. One sec. What is demo? Hey, have fun and all the best. Have fun with the Fields of Eternia. So, that's actually good. We can just quickly say something about it. What do you think about devs and Kickstarter Game Found which put net prices of their pledges instead of gross? I think this is really clickbait marketing. It's extremely difficult topic. Even about legality of that approach, because as you might know, in terms of selling anything, you should, in Europe, at least in Europe, you should be giving everybody gross price and showing people gross price. You shouldn't be charging externally anything extra. It's kind of difficult, but it also helps. It also helps the backers, because one of the reasons why it helps the backers, some of them might not have a full kind of gross money at the moment to pledge, so they can go for the net price pledge, and then eventually in the pledge manager added in the mining tax you have to pay. For USA, for Americans, that's completely normal, because if you buy something in a store, you go to the counter, and once you pay, you will find out actually price is different than the price tag on the shelf, because there's additional tax to pay. For Europe, it's not normal. It looks like exactly as you said, looks like a clickbait marketing, because you see small price, right? But everybody does it. Everybody, absolutely across the board, everybody. Our last campaign didn't. I think we did normally. We charge VAT in the pledges, but again, everybody does it, and I think at some point we're gonna have to reconsider and do exactly the same. And also, why we're gonna have to do that is, it's forcing us, United States is kind of forcing us, because we already surpassing some of the United States regions where we have to pay additional sales tax. So, and we have to get ourselves registered over there and such. And I think with the next year Kickstarter, we might have to do exactly the same. Although yeah, although we don't do the way most of the Kickstarter do at the moment, so they actually increase the price, and then for at the first glance you may think, oh, that's normal price for the product, and then you will realize, oh shit, there's no VAT added, so it's actually 23% more. I understand the inflation, I do understand many other things, but yeah. Next question will be Archon on Spain in Spain next year. Will you come for the Spanish main tournament of Moto Battleground? We will see. I would like to, but definitely we're gonna send some representation. Somebody will be there. I would like to be there personally. I really like Spain. I've been there a few times and such. So yeah, we'll see how time will help us. How much time I will have free. I mean, I meant to go to Jarek for a couple of years now, and we can't find a minute to actually fly over to Ireland. So, but I will see. I won't promise, but I will see. But definitely somebody will be there. Okay. It's lots of questions. I'm getting a little bit of dizziness. Okay, I got more actually coming here. Okay, let's talk quickly about the heroes. So first of all, the Pledge Manager. Pledge Manager is ending towards the end of this month. So if you haven't made your mind about the game yet, so that's your last chance to get it at the level as it is, at the price as it is. I'm not going to be hiding the fact that it's going to be a little bit more expensive when it goes to the retail because of the normal reasons. So inflations and manufacturing cost increases. But I want to show you a couple of arts. So the team is already working on Stronghold, and we have a couple elements approved. I mean, we've got more elements, but I'm only showing you the things which are currently approved, right? So we have a Behemoth and we have Orc arts, so you can see it clearly that we're actually working. So it wasn't, yeah, like we're not working on it. And I think with the next few weeks and months, we're gonna be giving you more and more information about it, and especially showing you miniatures and all the additional gameplay elements. So you have to bear in mind if you I don't know, I'm not quite sure if you could sign up to our newsletter for the blog, because that's what we constantly do. Like, we provide a lot of information about the gameplay via blog. So that would be the first place to go, just to see what's new. But anyway, going back to this one, that's the first two approved arts, and yeah, it's going ahead. It's going ahead, guys. So that's a good call. Now I need to show you something, and I'm going to be showing you right now. So this I will show you later. Let me just put it aside. Okay. I don't know why I haven't shown you this. So that's the content. That's the content for the stretch goals. And I can show you a little bit more zoom in stuff. So that's one of the tray. That's tray number one, when you go and find all the gaming props and the coins. Plastic comes off. You see clear the content. And this is obviously final product. That's what that is on what is on the train to us, right? Coins. Right. So let me know if you want to see something specific in the comments. So I will show you. Yes, I mean. Okay, that's small tray, and then in a box you have a large tray, which is this. It's two level tray. You just have to remove the plastic from the top to get into miniatures. One sec. Cool. That's the lid, and that's what you have in terms of miniatures inside the box. Right. Obviously, this is not pre-painted or pre-shaded, we call them, but the quality is there. And face dragon. Let me put it back. Let me put it back. Obviously it's a yellow color, so that's always with this type of color you won't be able to see fully the details. It's exactly detailed like this element, like buildings, right? So like cities. Okay, just quickly let me check the comments. All right. Show us the dragons. I just did. Okay. The question is there some unboxing video for final version of all the standard boxes? Yeah, it was, if you go on a Kickstarter, if you go through the updates, I think a couple of updates before, you will find the link to the video, or alternatively just check on the on our channel in the live videos. There was one of the live video which I did with Michał, and we shown the yeah. You're not gonna get nothing through National Post. So the question was, do you know which shipping couriers will be delivering shipment inside destination countries? I'm not afraid of delays, but I am afraid if I will get it all at all in case if it would be the National Post. So it's not National Post. We are, so for the first wave, we are shipping via FedEx, I believe. And remaining will be shipped either via FedEx or UPS, depending on which of the company which we're using currently to ship they're going to be chosen for this. So nothing through National Post. I don't believe that. Although I'm checking, I think you're from one of the. I think it should be still UPS. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I have them. Unfortunately, I don't have them here. I actually forgot to get it. I mean, I have some samples to show you. I believe this is one of the samples to show you quickly of pre-shading. So the whole idea was the manufacturer, they basically needed a paint scheme or colors, what are our expectation in terms of coloring, because they have used just one color for everything, which wasn't looking very good. Some of the, especially in the white, they were looking like a dirty, not like pre-shaded. So we gave them a full palette and they adjusted. So I've got the samples, manufacturing samples, full production manufacturing samples here in office, but they are somewhere over there, and I don't want to go there looking for them. I'll have them. I will show you in the next couple of weeks, or they're gonna be in the update. Okay. Right. Okay. So this is what I have to show you today. I can show you a few more miniatures, but I can tell you right now they're actually quite good quality, very good quality miniatures. Right. And I see the camera is actually working very well today to show you. So that's also good. How this one goes back? Should it go back some way? Oh, no, this way. Okay. It goes back. Yeah. So for those ones, pre-painted ones, I mentioned to you that our requirements was to have extremely good quality, because obviously it was like a premium product. So we're not gonna be shipping anything which we are not happy with. Nowadays it's very important to actually have, not always it's very important to have extremely good quality, especially for products we charge you for. Okay, I'll in this box. Let me just move out of the way. I've got one more to show you. And the reason why I've got one more to show you is, if I remember correctly last time, last time when we had this expansion, Inferno expansion, we had no miniatures in the box. Right? So I just want to show you quickly the miniatures. Obviously, you know the drill. So mission book, the player's aid, which was it's much more thicker now. It's not like it used to be. These are the tiles. You've seen them already, right? One, hero cards and additional tiles. I think I will be able to show you something. Oh yeah, look. That's the level of quality in terms of arts on those tiles. Yeah, because the camera is working very well today. I'm happy to show you that. So no shortcuts whatsoever. Right? Town bolt. And yeah, and that's the miniatures I want to show you. So I believe we haven't shown you them. At least we didn't have them on the unboxing, on the main box unboxing. Right, so again, you know these cards, hollow cards. We have some additional tokens, plastic ones, and then the miniatures. Rubber. Heroes. Yeah, the weather is very bad, guys. Really, I mean, it sounds like a huge storm outside. Okay, that's for the miniatures. I'm a little bit worried we're gonna lose power. Cross fingers. It's not happening very often, but what is outside is just a little bit crazy. Okay, let me just pack it back. And that's the lid. One sec, I've got two more miniatures to show you. Been asking for dragons, there's some more. The final version of Wyvern. Yeah, these are PVC models, miniatures, right? Okay, I'm going back to chat now. Let me just check what we have here. Let me just change to that. So I don't have other boxes on me. I only have those two. Sorry, the question was about the showing the Fortress. I only have those two, and then the only one model from Fortress. Rest of the boxes are actually sitting down there. So if you don't mind, I will just if you really need it, we can do one more round later. Not later, but at the next live chat, just quickly if you require so much. But guys, you're gonna get them soon, so you know, not much to get, you know, well, you know, getting excited is always good. Okay, I'm checking for the comments. Sorry for that, it's just loading very, very slowly, so I don't want to get miss any comments, and probably will anyway. Okay. One of the questions, would you consider selling models in a big scale if someone wanted to have them painted and showcase as a display piece? No, at the moment, no, that's not the plan. However, there will be one more project with heroes in the future, and the miniature is going to be much bigger scale, such as this scale, dragons, for instance, right? That scale. So yeah, you might expect slightly bigger dragons. And they're not gonna be PVC, they're going to be hard plastic, so the one which we use here for our own products. Okay, so there's lots of questions for home. If my team is on the comments, help me out, because I'm gonna be flooded in the comments and gonna be a little bit angry that I haven't answered every single one, which I would like to, but so yeah, the shaded ones I showed you just a few seconds ago, only got one sample. The rest of the samples are sitting on the desk in one of the guys' offices, so I don't want to go there now. Sorry, I'll do it next time. I did that last time, so you may go through. I mean, I can do it again for you just to show you the difference quickly. Okay. In general, this is what the difference is, right? So you have a shading, so it's a black shading, and then yellow highlighting, so like a two-step level comparing to just nothing, right? So yeah, that's the difference. And on the bottom you can see both are the same color. This one being done, so you can see more on this model, right? Because obviously the shading and how the light works and everything else around it. Okay, I hope this helps. Let me just okay, right, let's check what else we have on the bottom. So the RO Combat Dragon Bro, no, much bigger, something much bigger. Okay. Let's check what else we have. So this is the big boy. This is the big boy. You can win it through the tournament. And we are. Oh, sorry, I'm covering his face. It's quite large though. That's what you're gonna get if you're going to win tournament. It's either in Germany, no, not yet, but it's gonna be also in Germany. It's either in Poland at the moment or Spain. So we are rolling out now tournaments. We also have something which is called a tournament pack. So if you're going to be participating in the tournaments, you have a chance to win such goodies. So that's the tournament pack. Excuse the lighting. Right, it's not for sale, obviously, and in that pack what you're going to find is the promo miniature, is a random promo miniature, and then you have special tokens, mana tokens, the champion edition they made from the metallic plastic, and then you have the mana tokens and posters and the certificate. So we are rolling out those things. If you want to run your local tournament and such, you might get in touch with us. I think the link is on our Archon page, and once you may get yourself into the tournament. I'll show you the dates for the tournaments in a second, because we already gonna be doing it. Let me show you the box. I just want to show you what is inside. So as I mentioned, inside you will find tokens. So that's the tokens. That's the additional mana token here. And in this situation, this box, because this is random model, you would get the He-Man on the battle card and the champion of champion of Eternia, the certificate, right? Am I going to be able to put this one back? Yes. Yeah, so that's the tournament pack. That's one of the many we're gonna be releasing in the next few years, especially that the good news is, and again, you're hearing this first, that we might be able at some point, this means next year, to have this product entirely in the apologies for that, I clicked something. Okay, so have this product in the United States as well, and Australia, as well as Canada. So maybe let's see. The prediction is next year. So yeah, we're gonna be rolling out tournaments as well in the United States, and all the releases as well. Why the camera is shaking as hell? It is because it's on my standy desk, and whenever I move my desk, it's just shaking. And I needed to lift it on a long pole, and only the reason why I needed to do that because I need a bigger angle to actually show you the full boxes. Normally, it's actually sitting down much lower. So because it's on the pole, it's way, yeah, it's shaking too much. I will do my best not to do that again. Okay, so that's what it is. In terms of tournament in general, so we have tournaments in Spain, that's roundabout dates, so rolling out in February, I can tell February, March. Actually, the first one will be November in Valencia, and then finishing in Madrid in 2024 in May. So May, Madrid 2024, that's very... Actually, sorry, no, it says June. The final is June 20. It's even better. Okay, yeah, I will fly over. If it's June, I will fly over. So how to participate? We're gonna get more info about it, how to participate. But in general, for the Spanish tournament or the Spanish era, you can go on the Facebook page, which is managed by Andres. He's on the chat as well, but you can go on the Facebook Battleground España, join there, and watch the space. Again, thank you for that, because it's quite active. We're gonna be doing exactly the same stuff in Poland. So in Poland we have Artur Adamski from Fantasmagoria Gniezno, and again, across the Poland you will find spots where you could join the tournaments, play, and then win something, and then obviously join us. One of them is in Piła, so in here, this is our location, this is where we are based, Piła. So if you're going to be attending that tournament from whatever, you may always pop into our factory, hopefully a new factory, so we can walk you around, and you will be able to see some goodies and some secrets and such. So yeah, but that's about that. And this is a plan for next year, for this year and the next year. The same will be in Germany. I know Jakub just a few minutes ago mentioned that we are working on it. So once we have a full set of CDs assigned for this, we will definitely let you know where you can join the tournaments and such. Okay. Deusle, time for Deusle. If you have some comments, let me just check for comments. Apologies, it's again a little bit slow here. Yeah, he's about to chop the apple in half. That's correct. That's correct. It's quite large piece, and it's unique because it's made out of the, well, it's based off the miniature we had it in a game. We have in a game. Oh, sorry, I didn't want to show you my ugly face. I just wanted to change camera for that. So yeah, and you're not gonna get this piece nowhere. You have to participate in the tournament. So it's extremely special. Obviously, it's fully approved and it's licensed and such. So that's only way to get it. Only way to get it. And as you might know, Mattel is rolling out a lot of new things for for Master of the Universe. So yeah, stay tuned. Apologies, my camera. I'm just moving my hand and it's shaking again. Sorry. Okay, let's go back here. This won't shake, except my face here. Okay. Okay. If I won't be able to answer all the comments, guys, really my team is here. They always, you know, take some notes and see what you guys saying, and then if there is something important, I will try to answer either in the comments later when the video is available separately, like, you know, or in the next live chat. Okay. Oh, Void Gaming, I see you have some question. You have to sort it out, this one, with our team. I think it's in terms of the refund, that's how it works. It needs to go through 90 because it's fully booked, so this means we paid all the taxes, everything else, and in order to change anything now which is completely closed, we have to fully refund it, but not fully, but basically minus the what the surcharges we have taken, and then that's what we have to pledge then again. So unfortunately this is what it is. However, if you send an email and see whether our customer service is going to be able to help you just individually somehow, then maybe they will do that. But in general, that's how it works. That's the worst thing about the paperwork. Once we have fully approved, fully shipped, fully done, we are unable to do any changes. So that's why we said several times, just to make sure when you put your pledge in, it's 100% there. Okay, lights, camera, Archon. Lights, camera, on. Okay, let me show you a couple things. Okay, the camera shakes. Let me just hold it. Yep, you're there. Okay, what we have today. Let me start with the turtle. That's from the Deus Lab. That's the turtle. I just wanted to show you the detail on it. It's absolutely amazing. It's huge. Obviously that boat is optional. That's without the boat. And it's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. We had small issues with it, so we learned new thing. But the most important aspect is the team now is much better. It's got more experience how to make such a big elements and such. So yeah, it's large, it's huge. Comparing to 32mm model, right? So yeah, you can tell it's huge, and you have all details even inside its mouth. So yeah, right. That's the super stretch goal. One of the super stretch goals, obviously, you get from us. I will show you the sprues. One sec. So that's the sprues. That's the one. Actually, it fits on 2 sprues, which is great. 2 or 3? One more. Belly, mouth. Yeah, one is missing. It's on a 3 sprues. So yeah, again, camera is it's really okay today to work with me. Doesn't hate me. So that's the thing about the camera. Okay, and the second one with the boat. There's one more basically, but as always, I've been brain dead today, so I haven't got that prepared for you. So that's 2 sprues of that. Then we have this sprue, which has got this model on it. I think we send them for painting, so we should have our painted versions as well to show you very soon. I had a few models came back, but yeah, last week. Then we have various more models. I've got sprues on my desk. I won't be showing the sprues. I just want to show you the models. That's a bit. Let me just hold it the way. Oh yeah, that way. That's a really good model. I wasn't originally keen on that model, to be honest, but once assembled, you can see all the might. Really amazing, and not small. It's actually quite large model, right? So comparing again to 32mm model, so semi-dragon size. Bunch of goblins. You get a rock as well. It's not like we stick them on the rock. Yeah, rock and the base is for these models. Then we have another one, which is kind of ogre. Chaos ogre, rather, I would say. And then we have more fantasy models. This one. That is second. And these are part of one of the sprues, but they told me today that sprue needs to undergo some changes, tiny changes and corrections. So I don't have a sprue with me because it doesn't look brilliant. I like that model. That's the pirate. Lady pirate. Oh, camera, come on, camera. You've been so kind to me today. So keep going, keep going. And then one more. Okay, right. Right, let me just go back to my slides. I see a lot of discussion here in the chat. That's good, that's good. No, it's not. I usually try to spend equally because all the projects are equally important to us. So you might never expect me to go full on one unless on one product unless it's required, like we do, like, you know, full unboxing and something like this. So the turtle gives vibes of ancient Morla from the never-ending story. Yeah, it might be. He's under some influence, let's say. Your Gobo style is awesome. Please keep them this way forever. Yeah, for the case we have different goblins. We have extremely D&D-ish kind of normal goblins. These are slightly different. These are goblins from kind of like Deusle, but it will be explained. It will be explained. Questions for 100 points. Why home terrain miss sulfur mines? This is a very good question. Exactly for 100 points. I don't know, it just happened. So it means that we have new challenge, guys. Guys, if you're watching, take a note. A new challenge. We need sulfur mines. Okay. If I got this shaded pledge, will the stretch goals also be shaded? I mean, like chest, morale, etc. I think just miniatures. I think just miniatures. If I'm wrong, but I'm 100% sure it's a miniatures. Well, 99% miniatures, so that's 1% is always there. It's just miniatures. I never seen any samples here of painted, pre-painted, pre-shaded elements. Although I might be wrong. It's not like I know everything, right? It's just so many people in the company that some other people like Michał is dealing with this, and So my business partner is dealing with those things, and yeah, he knows much better. Yeah, because yeah, I got so much on my plate. Sometimes it's even too much, and it's gonna be quite difficult for me to know everything. Although I work in this company, I should, but. Mr. Bonji, I'm very excited to see more about the mecha game and also some dystopian cyberpunk projects if you were to pick up any. Mecha game is very important to us because it's our own stuff. It's something which we really, as a company, needs to learn. We have to learn how to make our own IPs and make sure that everybody in the team is happy. Everybody is happy. When I say internally, this means the 2D, 3D team, 2D team, and writing team, they all align with the IP and they all believe in that's going to be a huge success. Yeah, that's only one thing which, yeah, takes a little bit more time than, and a little bit, it's a bigger challenge that you may think it is. Sounds easy, but it's not. Because one of the reasons why it's not, because we are totally used to it to make those things, which means we get IP and we work on that IP and we turn into something really great. The thing is, if you notice, from our own IPs, it's just Deusler at the moment, which is just the supplement to 5e, and trains. Everything else is put on hold, or was put on hold in the past because of some other licenses was on the line and such. So yeah, I would be happy to talk one day about a like full spectrum of business and the reasons why we, you know, make this decision or that decision. But it's always complex and it's not very easy. Yeah. Oh, Shadowrun, that would be something. Oh yeah, Shadowrun. I love Shadowrun. I was always wondering what's happened to it, because it's just so quiet on the front with Shadowrun. You know, D&D grown, and I was a huge fan of Cyberpunk. A huge fan of Cyberpunk. I was my first RPG, by the way, one of the first RPGs. And then combining sci-fi with Cyberpunk, that was like a ideal, and all of a sudden it's just like very, very quiet. Yeah. Okay, I've got more to show you. So the caves. Marcin, who is a lead prop designer, I would say lead prop designer for caves, it's doing so much amazing work. Unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable. I think he totally understood the way how plastic works and the way what we can do and such. So he's really pumping out a lot of great ideas. So I didn't mention this one, but we've been thinking about some stretch goals like mushrooms for one of the caves, like a fully mushroom covered spaces. And then this is the bridge. I will show you in a sec, but this is like arches. So arches combined out of 2 elements or 3 elements. You can combine different teams. So we have like a mushroom one and then fully stone one with, you know, holes for the props. So you can always put some props in there, and then we can combine them in one big arch. Yeah, that's what I mentioned about the arches. So that's one thing. Obviously, what I'm showing you right now is many of those things are being like concepts, and yeah, and we're seeing what we can do. Let me just check. We will see what we can incorporate into the Kickstarter, so stay tuned. I can see you discussing between each other. That's great. Okay, good. I won't be joining that discussion because I don't know what the plot is. Okay, a good question. How about Age of Empires as a new project? You can have a chat with Shimon about that. He's crazy about Age of Empires. Just literally every week he's asking me, did you manage to get in touch with Microsoft? And we have an answer from Microsoft. We're just waiting for the answer from Microsoft. It's not like we have it. If we go into, well, find a deal with Microsoft, which might not be easy, that will be project for 2026. I'm not promising at all. We haven't even touched the like any type of agreements. I just managed to get in touch with the right person, and I'm just waiting for you know, an answer, which means I might not even never get the answer back from them. But I'm gonna. I'm sound like I'm trying to excuse myself or something. Sorry for that. Okay. Okay, I can. Okay, discussion carry on. Yeah, that's the good one. That's from Alex, from our Alex. Those 40k would be set in the Shadowrun-like world. Joking, but it would be nice. Why not? Why not? I mean, Shadowrun is something. Shadowrun is something which I really like it, and yeah. I don't think there's a huge demand for that on the market, to be honest. But I don't know, something to discuss. Okay, so let's go for the props. More props. So there was one comment which I seen personally on one of the ads which we had running, and there was question where are the bridges or where the connections between them there. So Marcin designed something like this. So you would be able to actually clip it, a couple elements together, clip it into the sockets, whole sockets, and then join them together to create like a bridge or arch or over roof or overhead, some element for your case. I really like this idea. I really like this idea. I hope we can incorporate that one, and I hope we can make it happen. So the guys watching, render it, and let's see what we can do. And then that's the more close-up idea about how this will work. So it's a small tiles. So you have like a 30 by 30 tiles. So just simple bridge for one miniature to go through. And then it's aligned with several other elements. So it's not like a massive one, but it's a small one, but enough large enough to actually be a usable element or usable prop. And there is more, right? There is more. This one I showed you. There is something like a floor growth he mentioned. So some like element which you put on the floor, which when you go to one of these caves, which are mushroom covered caves, and you have to have some organic on the floor. And then overgrown rocks and some additional elements like rocks which also have the same theme together. And then mushroom type here. So yeah, that's the what I mentioned just a few minutes ago about those arches. So we've been thinking, or the team was thinking, not we team, yeah, we creating different type of arches, which are much smaller, but they're fully usable, and they're gonna look very good, I think. So yeah, something which I really want. I was a little bit baffling because the team wanted to do something massive big, and the problem with making something massive big is it's gonna take entire tool, and if you want to do like entire tool, then there's a problem, because entire tool, it costs a lot of money, but it's just one element, and it's not always very important element for that campaign. So I would rather go for 4, 5, 6, 7 smaller elements, which allows you to combine them together and make something bigger, than actually just go for one element like a large cave, like a large cave entrance, for instance, right? So those things, they're not that precious. I don't think that they're not adding that much value, in my opinion. I would rather go for something like that, you know, something bigger. Well, something smaller which you can combine into something bigger. Okay, just check comments. There will be more. I mentioned about the 5 IPs, so there will be more. There will be more. Working with Microsoft is a pain in the rear. My day job involves using the tools, and getting any of the contracts from someone in charge is almost impossible. That's the beauty of working with large corporation. I know that. I used to work for the huge corporation, and finding the right person to give you 5 minutes of that person time, of each time, to sign off anything, any project, it was just crazy. And yeah, it's more about who you know, rather than what you want to do for the corporation, right? So that's how it works. We don't have experience with Microsoft, although we did with the ZeniMax. game, which was amazing, right? And we had no issues whatsoever with that. Also, you have to bear in mind that Age of Empires is basically a different studio. It's not like Microsoft Studio. It's the video game studio we would have to work. So it might be a completely different story here. Okay. Yes, the surveys will be launching soon. We need to know what exactly you would like to see painted, pre-painted for a new campaign. So I'm talking from the old line. So if it's something you want, something you are interested in, you will be able to give us feedback, and then it will be available on the next campaign. Well, based on on how many people are going to be showing interest into that elements. That will be okay. This is part of discussion, I believe, but I can read it out. That's going to depend on how much weight that bridge will hold. Put a dragon in the middle. It's a plastic, so you have two props. I think as long as that we will find the right balance for the miniature, it will hold. A miniature is not heavy, right? I mean, unless you're gonna get like a resin miniature that size, right? Then don't expect it won't break something or it won't fall. But yeah, let's be real. Okay, guys, you talk about this. You having discussion here. We still need the double door for almost every DNL build. All we have is tiny single doors. I agree. But this campaign is about it's about caves. So you might get more doors with the next future campaigns. There is a few ideas what we want to do in the future. So yeah. Followed by the you've been asking from Sims. You've been asking from since the DNL1, and then followed with the windmill. I know we had a concept for the windmill. I know. With it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy to even there was a concept. So we sat down and we go through and we said, Jesus, that's gonna be huge. That's gonna be like 6-7 tools. Impossible to actually put in that campaign 6-7 tools, one element. We're gonna have to charge for that, not to make like a free stuff. So yeah, but maybe in the future something smaller, something fantasy. Actually, because of the new game we're working on, which is the fantasy, which will require a terrain, you might see something like that. But not as a part of the Kickstarter. Then there will be more retail releases, right? So yeah. Okay. I haven't checked that. I believe so. Yes, every single stretch goal. I mean, the one I showed you, there's lots of room in there. Loads of room. I can show you again. Yep, I'm making noises, and let me just change camera. Let's do it again. So just move this one out of the way, and this one as well. I just want to show you how much room you have in there. So let's do it quickly. It's very easy for me to remove this plastic like this. Voila. So that's the sleeve. So you can see how much room you have there. You can easily put anything 80 microns, and to be honest with you, the room you have here is almost double the size. So you could potentially put 100 even. It will still fit inside, right? So yeah. Oh man, I love so much this effect. Okay, so that's the room inside. in terms of actually having it, there's lots of no, that wasn't a good idea what I just did. Sorry for that. You have still a lot of room inside for your cards to get in and also to put in, and also you have a double size sleeve so you can easily put any type of thingy. And that's for every single, that is for every single add-on is the same. Never mind. Yeah, rip. Oh, you guys forcing me to do those. I mean, Jesus Christ. Okay, I'll tidy up later before I leave. Okay, so let's move on to the next slides where we are. Let me just clear the comment. Thank you for your hearts. Yeah, that's actually broke my heart in a few seconds ago because I got everything on the floor now. Kind of disaster. Sorry for that. Question: will we get video tutorials for the game? Yes, Jakub is on the comments. You may answer when exactly we're gonna get them. I'm also asking when we're gonna get them. Oopsie daisy, that's correct. Okay. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so not poker face. I hope you didn't hear it like this. Okay, never mind. I was only hoping that you didn't hear it. Okay, anyways, just going back to the slides. More miniatures, more concepts for the miniatures this time around. We changed slightly different in our process. I would like my team to focus much more on the aspect of the sculpting miniatures and what exactly to improve basically the flow of sculpting. So we managed to do the proper art, and then we do front, back, side, and all the elements, additional elements for the model, which is great. That was done by Vivian. Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's by Vivian. And then we have more, like we have a Goblin King, you have seen it, but again we have all the sides, fronts and such. And also some of the our team will be turned into miniatures as well. It's not like we're gonna turn them, but they're gonna use the, yeah. So you might recognize some of the guys on the pictures here, right, from our team. Okay, that's about the miniatures. Yeah, that's a good. If Diablo had a butcher, and the butcher had a baby. That's correct. Yeah. I don't know. My team will be able to answer this. I think it's like 700 or 800, something like that. It's a lot. It's a huge. You need a direction. This one is, but I just changed today into basically being all around because I knew I'm gonna have to go here and reach there, with hopes that you're gonna hear me. And yeah, you did hear me, but also you heard like a stuff falling on the floor. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Okay. Orion, Master of the Orion, is only 2 more slides, and I'm gonna be wrapping up. So if you have more questions, just drop them now. And then we'll come back to questions. So one of the questions actually here, which is is it even possible to change my pledge? So if you close your pledge, everything is closed and such, you're not able to change your pledge at the moment, because obviously we provide all the information and it's already be shipping. So we don't want people to change in pledges and then finding out that we don't have enough stock, or yeah. So that's not impossible at this stage. Yeah. Okay. So model battleground. Sorry for that guy again, but is there any news on playmat plans? I know you cannot just put files up for the downloading. So I did mention battleground just a few minutes ago, and we have a huge plans for the second quarter of 2024. So very close. I mean, we're expecting 4 months, and it's aligned with a new contract, which means that we probably gonna be able to sell it some way or another to United States. America, and with that, this means the line for the model battleground will kind of double in terms of content and such. So I said we have a huge plan, so it will happen. It will definitely happen, unless something else will arrive, but I don't think so. Yeah, and yeah, I've been told that the Simon also going to be available, have the products available in Europe. So yeah, that's kind of it's not crossover with Simon, don't get me wrong at all. It's nothing to do with that. I know the Simon is it's going to get also European market, and we're gonna get American market. As far as I know, it might change, it might not happen, but that's the plan for the moment. Right. Can we get a water mill to go with the windmill? Yeah, I think it should be, no? Well, fantasy one always have, like a water mill is always with windmill, right? For the fantasy, why not? Yeah. Is that means we might be able to get playmat for Home 3 Battlefield? Yes, playmat as well as more expansions and big expansions, small expansions, big expansions, and the dice. So we mentioned about the dice, right? Okay, so scrape back to Master of Orion quickly. The new block is out, and it talks about the technology cards revealed. So this is about how you play technology and how you use kind of technology in the game. You may go and read it up. Is at the Archon Studio blog, and we're gonna be doing these sections of the blogs for this game starting from next month. More frequently, so you'll find information about the factions, you're gonna find information about the gameplay and everything else. I did actually wanted to show you something. This is the first play, one of the first. Obviously this is completely early concept, so what you see here, it's nothing like it's not gonna look like this once it's get into like a final version, but just want to show you the scale of the game. We did play several games already, usually 4 players, 3 players. Works very good. There's some extremely good mechanics in the game, and very aligned with video game. So we capture several aspects of the video game in this set. Also, what is good to mention, we managed to get in touch with we spoke with the original developers of the video game for the latest one. And they are very interested in working with us on that game as well. So they will help us. They're going to help us out, at least to make sure that we capture the spirit of Mu, spirit of Master of Orion. We call it Mu, obviously. Yeah. So one of the comments is, please make a room based on the Twitter wall from the Woodhaven samples brew in a future campaign. Yeah, you mean this, right? Okay. You know what's funny? You know how many of these rooms, type of design rooms, we have in our catalog, which we haven't released? Probably if we just collect everything what we haven't released for the last couple of years with all the DNL, we will have like a content for at least 2 Kickstarters. This is how much we had it, because we needed to be very selective about what we're going to be using, what we're going to use for the for it. Are we going to be back to kind of Woodhaven style of Kickstarter? At some point, definitely yes, or at least product. So yeah. Will you include more hero cards for factions in expansions? Sorry, which projects we're talking about here? I'm not quite sure which project we talk about here. Sorry. If you ask for the model battleground, yes, that's normal. I mean, okay, I don't know which project. Sorry. Okay. Deusle, can wait. One question about the packaging: how many boxes will include the core set, add-on, etc.? I might have to make some room here. It's more about the components, right? I've seen the graphic was done today for the Kickstarter, for the GameFam campaign. You may expect slightly more than in the previous campaigns. We would like to make a bigger sets, because of one of the reasons why I want to make bigger sets, and we discussed this one internally, is that they're very generic. So all the core sets are very, very generic, so you can use for anything. There's no so-called point of interests on those elements, so it's not like you find something which shouldn't be there, like in normal generic caves. So they're gonna be a little bit bigger sets than usual, and then obviously you will get huge content in terms of super stretch goals, and this time around the super stretch goals will be only around the terrain, and kind of a themed expansion terrain for that. So even if you're gonna go for the smallest version, for the smallest version, which includes a super stretch goals, you might have even more content for the caves that you will find from us from the previous campaigns, if you count elements to dollars, right? That makes sense. So more for less. And then will be additional element which is pre-painted, and that will be separately available separately. So at the moment we're going to be offering either painted or unpainted versions. Let me just maybe grab some, because okay, never mind. I was going to show you some bits, but I will leave it for the next week when I have more pre-painted samples. Okay. Oh, okay, so sorry, chat just updated and I see tons of comments here. Oh, apologies, okay. Home question, you showed devil cards with Hall effect. Will all the cards have that? Well, no, only the... I am unable to show you at the moment. Not only the creatures cards, right? So yeah, it's an upgraded version, so it's a reverse version, which is upgraded version for the creatures. Once we upgrade them, once you upgrade your town, you'll be able to upgrade them, the creatures, so you have to fleet them over, and it's quite easy for your opponent then to know this is the upgraded version. Okay. Yeah, so Jakub answered your question. So more heroes for each faction are in the town, in the tower stretch goal box. So if you haven't got it, obviously we said that's not gonna be available. There's only two ways to get those stretch goal boxes. One is via GameFound or Kickstarter or GameFound, which you have time till end of this month to still change your stuff or get it. Or in the future, we will also have it at the trade show. So if you going to attend any of the trade shows, you may always combine our stand and get them. Yeah, we make that this way because obviously the COVID situation, which was few years ago, nowadays is much more quiet, but there were so many complaints about not having or not being able to, even the functional situation at the moment, it's not the greatest to fly over the countries just to go onto trade shows. So I think it's fair enough, and it's fair to all the customers to have this available through different ways, although they're gonna have to wait or combine to the stands, right? Okay. I'm trying to. Okay, froze again. My chat froze again. Yes. Okay, he's back. Yeah, that's what just happened. Yeah, come on, I'm only human. I'm also totally very, very clumsy. I'm very clumsy, so I'm not even surprised this basically is on the floor now, right? You should see me like in normal conditions. Usually I'm scared to touch anything or place anything on my desk because I know it will, I'll at some point knock it, so yeah. Okay, so that will be all for today. Let me just quick change to my lovely face, all the ugly face. That will be all for today. So I'm here for a few more minutes. If you have any more questions, you may drop me. And I'll be shoot off home. It's 9 o'clock, 9:30 actually, almost. So a little bit longer again. I was trying to squeeze it to 1 hour, but I'm unable to. Thank you for joining me. I'm gonna be back in a couple of weeks' time. Let me know what exactly you would like to see next in the comments under the video. I will try to gather those things for you, data, information. By the way, I know I promise one thing to show you, like a spreadsheet for the units and everything else. But I look at that one today and it's so non-content oriented, so it's basically extreme boring to explain to you every single aspect of that spreadsheet for home 3 units, that I decided not to actually get it because you will probably sleep in 5 minutes of showing you those things. So yeah, I wasn't enjoying to show you this one. Yeah, so sorry for that. What else? As I mentioned, I will try to get more people on streams. I would like to get maybe Shimon alone, maybe Shimon with somebody else. They should be learning this as well, you know, why not? It's like in every company, people makes company, not the bosses. Again, thank you for joining me. Thank you, Jakub, for being here as well and helping me out. Stay safe, have a nice weekend, and yeah, thank you, Janusz, for your warm comment. Thanks again, and see you